crazy. So, if you do go ahead and enjoy, please do not forget to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn on all bell notifications, and yeah, let's just get straight into this one because it is pretty epic. And yeah, let's go. Okay guys, so this story did actually take place around 4 or 5 years ago, basically my early teen years. So me and a couple of friends would normally go to the swimming baths. We had a few in our area. There was like 3 main ones that we would go to. There was like one which was, you couldn't really do anything. You couldn't dive or jump in. It was basically like lane swimming because there was more strict there because it was attached to a school. There was another one which was pretty good, but it was always cold. That swimming baths, maybe in your area or somewhere you've been, there's always that one that's really cold. And yeah, that was that one. And then you had another one which was rarely open, but it was a water park that had slides. They only had 2 slides, but it was decent. They had the waves, they had everything basically. They had a diving area, like a miniature diving board. It was cool. So I can remember on Saturday, what we'd always do. I'm just giving you a little bit of backstory now. There'd be me and 6 of my friends. We'd all basically go swimming. We wouldn't really all go together. Sometimes, not all of them could come to only 2 games. So yeah, it was kind of up and down. Some people had, football and other activities like that to go, to family visits. So I can remember it was this one Saturday and everyone was free. Everyone could go, and we actually planned this on the Friday prior. So we actually planned out that my friend's dad would take us. We'd meet there at 10 a.m. and we'd go for a full day. It was so good. We'd go for a full day and it would just be brilliant. So we went to my friend's in the morning, planned his dad would take us at 10 a.m. and my mum would pick us all up. Yes, we would have to all squeeze into the car, but that's just something we always used to do, One of my friends, the smallest guy, he would always have to crouch down, and we'd even do this sit on each other's laps. Yeah, that was just the only way because, we didn't want to catch the bus because this water park, it was at least 45 minutes on the bus there and back, and that wastes quite a lot of time, So I can remember we all meet up with my friends. I get there because, we didn't really live too far from me, just lived down the road. And I got there in the morning, it was roughly 9:45. And then after 10-15 minutes, more of my friends started turning up. Altogether there was 5 of us who, went in his dad's car. There was, obviously his dad, my friend in the front, and then me and the 4 others in the back. And his dad had a pretty big car, so he could fit us all in. He had it was sort of a Range Rover, but the old ones, and you can sit in the back. Yeah, it was one of them, one of the really old ones, ones that you can basically just rag around and that now. So he drops us off outside the water park. We all pay in, we're all in there. Everything's good. We get changed. We're messing around a bit. You always have that one guy who stands in the shower and says it's too cold and complains for half an hour. So there was 2 of my friends who were doing that. They were standing in the shower. After they dipped their foot in the water, they was okay, this is so cold, I'm not going in. I was oh man, come on. And then me and 3 of my other friends were come on, let's just go down the slide. You'll warm up, just go down the slide. Once go a big slide and yeah, you'll be fine, or just dive in. And I was nah, I'm just gonna stay here for a bit. So me and my friends were okay, suit yourself. So we actually decided to go to the top slide, and we went on the steep slide. It's a faster slide, yes, but it gives you that shock straight away, so you can get the fear of the cold water basically gone straight away. So you could just go down it, done, and you're basically warm then. You may have to go down it twice, but yeah, it's better than slowly getting in, I think anyway, into the main pool. There was 2 pools, by the way. There's the big one, the main one, and then there's a waves one and a rapids. It was laid out pretty cool. No, there's 3 balls. Sorry, there's a smaller ball, but that was a studio ball, and you wasn't really allowed to go in there. That was more for like lessons, and adult lessons would mainly be in there. Funny story as well about one of the adult lessons. I might actually tell that, soon. So let me know if you would like that. So anyways, back to the story. So I'll go down the slide. I'll go down slow slide. It's not steep, It's in the name. It's slow. It's pretty fun as well. That one's pretty fun as well, the slow one, because you can just chill, and it does actually go outside the water park and comes back in down the bottom. So I went on that. All my friends know we meet up at like the lifeguards tower, because there's 3 different towers. We meet up at the main one, which is next to the rapids. So we're all just debating on what to do, and all of a sudden the waves come on. So we're like, okay, this is pretty cool. Waves are on now. So we actually go into the pool. It's kind of like you walk round in like a circle, and then you're into like this fountain thing, and you go under a tunnel, and you're basically at the waves pool. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So we're at the waves pool, and the waves are going round. We're going to the deep end trying to get there, and the waves literally just knocking us up the wall. So we're in there, after that we go around the rapids for a few times. We play chase with like these other girls that we met there. There was like these 4 girls, and then like this boy, I think he was his cousin or something like that. Pretty fun until we got told off. So we got told off, and my friend ended up getting into an argument with one of the lifeguards. And there's got to be one of them friends who gets kicked out. So we actually swore at the lifeguard many times, and the lifeguard was like, right, that's it, you're out, you are out, get out. So he goes out, and he's like moaning, complaining. He's like, oh boys, come on, like you gotta come with me. And I'm literally like, no, I'm not coming. Like, we've only been here like 2 hours max. We normally stay here till like at least 4 o'clock. So another dude who was with was complaining a little bit, which I didn't mention. And yeah, he said he didn't feel like he felt a bit down that day and a bit ill. So yeah, he went out with him. So them 2 went, and they actually got to watch through like the windows. You can sit there, and there's like a vending machine, and I always love it when you finish swimming, you go to the vending machines, get like a drink, some snacks. That's my favourite part, to be honest. I really like that part, because you've been swimming, your sugar levels or whatnot's down, you feel kind of drained, so you can have some sugar, and then it just gives you that boost, and you walk outside and but that's the worst time, you can catch a cold and whatnot. But anyways, I think I am waffling a little bit here. I'm going to get back on track now. So I remember they was watching us, right? And at this point there was 3. There's me, my friend, and my friend who, the guy's dad who bores him. So he dares my other friend who's in there, because there's 3 of us, the other 2 are gone out. He dares him to run up to the top, to the fast slide, strip off, like take his shorts fully off, and go down the fast slide. And many people have done this before. The reason this is a dare is because you actually get friction burn. You go that fast. No, trust me, like, if you went on this, your stomach would not feel good. I get scared going down this every time. Like, I get scared, but then once I've been in it a couple times in the day, it's pretty chill. But it's always that, first or second time, it is scary. Like, I'm not even lying. And he was like, oh no, I'm not doing that, you're crazy. And he goes, the guy who dared him is like, I'll give you £20. He's like, no you won't. He's like, yeah I will, I promise, I'll give you £20. He's like, nah, you're joking. And then I was like, you know what, do it, yeah. Me and him will put 10 each, and we'll give you a 10. I'll give you 10, he'll give you a 10, and yeah, you get your £20. He's like, alright. He's like, alright then, deal. So I shook his hand. My friend shook his hand. He's like, you better give it me. And I was like, we will. So we went and ran over to the window where like our 2 other friends were basically sitting. We knocked on, and we basically told them through the glass. It was like, okay, So my friend, he actually asked one of the friends who were in, sitting there watching, to go get his phone so he could record it. So he gets the phone, and my friend goes into the changing room, gives him the phone. I'm literally at the top slide with my friend now, and my friend, once he's got his phone, he runs up to us. We get up there, and yeah, there is a lifeguard at the top always, but the lifeguard at the top is always like a young, someone young, maybe like 17 to maybe 22, probably a little bit older, not much older though, because they just work there for like a part-time job when they're at like college or uni, so they didn't really do much, to be honest. But this time they went absolutely ape. So I'm going to tell you this. So my friend is like, we were all just looking at each other, and the lifeguard's like, right, okay, who's up next? And there's like a little light, there's a green light when you can, go, and there's a red light when you obviously stop, and the lifeguard has to give clearance because they have a walkie-talkie to the person at the bottom as well, which, just to make it more safe. So like, okay, who's up next? The lifeguard goes, and me and my friend were basically like, James is up next. So my friend quickly, he's like, James, do it. And the lifeguard's like, whoa, what's going on? Like, what's going on? So he takes them off, holds them in his hand, and kind of like puts his two hands in them and puts it on kind of like a t-shirt, like you'd go to put a t-shirt on. And the lifeguard's like, oh god, and turns around. Me and my friend, we're bursting down laughing because this guy's literally just walking around with his with his little torch. And my friend whips his phone out, he's recording him, yeah. He goes down, and he's like at the bottom. We have to run down the steps now, So we run back down the steps, and we meet my friend at the bottom, and he's literally struggling to put his shorts back on. So he puts his shorts back on eventually. We're like watching him, and he's turning around. He's like, "Oi, what are you doing? Stop recording." We're just laughing, and the lifeguard at the bottom gets a radio call from the one at the top. This happened so fast, but the lifeguard at the top had to turn around. She basically didn't see my friend. Yeah, it would be a bit weird. So she radios down, and the lifeguard at the bottom basically calls like an emergency announcement thing, and they press this horn, and it all goes off. So me and my friends, we literally just run. We run into the changing rooms. We get dressed as fast as we can, and all we can hear is lifeguards banging on our doors while we're getting changed, and the manager. So what ends up happening is, I end up getting changed. I walk out. I wait for my friends. They all end up getting changed. So as we walk into the reception, the manager and the lifeguards, there's like 4 of them, they're sitting and talking with my friends who got, sent out originally. Well, my one friend who got sent out originally. So we walk over to them and like, right, you're lucky we didn't call the police on this one. That is just not like acceptable behaviour. So we're like, okay, what's gonna happen? And they're like, you're gonna be banned for this. And we're like, oh, come on, just give us another chance. We was young, we was just like prattling around still. And I was like, no, I'm not giving you another chance. And they pulled out like these slips of paper, and we had to sign to basically give our consent that we'll never come back. And if we do, we can actually get prosecuted, or I don't know, something along the lines of that. They were meant to call our parents, but they never did. And yeah, I don't know why they never did, but they were supposed to. So after that, we just signed the piece of paper. To be honest, I just gave a fake signature, I'm not gonna lie. The manager didn't really seem too fussed. He was more like chill. It was the lifeguards who were a bit more, I don't know, there was a bit more uptight and a bit more all in. And yeah, after that we left. The manager was like, boys, I don't want to see you back here. If you're back here, then that's it, done. Like, we're calling the police. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, I actually went back there last year sometime with my brother. Yeah, like, well, obviously it had been like 4 years, so you obviously changed. But I think what they meant by the ban was like, anytime soon, because we was young, we change a lot. So obviously, but yeah, when I did go back, I was. But yeah, that was basically the story of the time we got banned. We actually all got banned because we all participated, and when they set the alarm off, they just done that to basically call more lifeguards, and like it gets the manager's attention. So I think that's what they're done it for. Everyone else stayed in the pool. They was just all looking at us boys running towards the changing rooms, and yeah, a few people did panic, but yeah, I'm sorry to them people who we could have scared, But yeah, if you did enjoy this story, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn on bell notifications on, and yeah, thank you for watching. ASMR Polar, signing out.